Today on Sunrise, investigators arrest the suspect they believe shot a 15-year-old outside Clackamas Town Center on Friday. Plus, local organizations come together to remember those who died homeless in 2024. Your news starts now. Good morning, and thanks for getting up with us this Sunday morning. It is 6 a.m. I'm Libby Dowsett alongside Daisy Caballero.
Good morning.
More rain, you were saying, in our forecast.
Rain is on the way. It's actually going to be a little bit more rainy than it was yesterday. So just prepare if you have any outdoor plans. But kicking us off this morning, 6 o'clock, right on the dot, with a live look at the Oregon Zoo. Love all the lights there. It is currently 43 degrees, so a little bit cooler than where we were yesterday at this very moment. Something else, though, that is staying consistent is more of those rain showers kind of passing through this morning, and that will continue really a little bit more than it did yesterday throughout the entire day. Quick look at your current temperatures. 44 degrees over in Forest Grove, 45 for Tigard. Good morning. Also for Happy Valley, 46 degrees over in Sandy. 43 down in Kaiser, and a little bit warmer as we're looking at Salem. So for today, here is what your day at a glance is looking like, Portland. Showers by noon, right about 49 degrees, 50 degrees expected by 5 o'clock with spotty showers in the forecast. And that sunset for today is at 4:30, but we have a lot more to talk about, and we'll also discuss what Christmas Eve and Christmas Day is looking like in my full forecast coming up.
We're almost there. Thank you, Daisy. Happening right now, crews are dealing with a mess in southwest Portland. A water main break flooded the street and sent water into nearby buildings. This is happening at Southwest 1st and Arthur, just south of downtown Portland. Crews shut off 4 water valves about an hour ago to stop more water from pumping out and to figure out what happened to the water line. We will keep you updated on the situation as we get more information. The Clackamas County Sheriff's Office has arrested a suspect in Friday's shooting outside Clackamas Town Center. Investigators believe 18-year-old Pedro Cornejo Morales shot a 15-year-old in the hand and then left the area. Deputies found him hiding in a building nearby. He's been booked on attempted murder charges, along with first and second-degree assault charges and unlawful use of a weapon. Detectives still are asking the public for any information on this case. The Portland Police Bureau is sharing the results from a major operation in East Portland. Last Sunday, officers focused their attention on illegal drug sales. Over the course of the mission, they arrested 13 people, recovered 3 stolen cars, and seized 2 illegally owned firearms and some illegal drugs. Portland police said at least one of the cases is being considered for federal charges.
These are raw numbers. They're statistics, but they represent real people. And we feel that, and we feel that pain for our community.
Portland police want to go beyond the numbers as they release an updated count of traffic-related deaths for 2023 and 24. So far, this year alone, that death count is 65 people killed in crashes. PPB has updated last year's number to 75, saying a small number of cases each year had been double counted. Of those crashes, about 21 involved drivers committing other crimes.
Almost every night we have multiple arrests for DUI here in Portland. We write a lot of speeding tickets. We write tickets for running red lights and disobeying traffic control devices. We're working on this problem as much as we can. And what we're also asking is that the community join us in that.
And with the winter upon us, police ask drivers to be more aware on the roads. If you're celebrating with alcohol, make a plan to get a sober ride before you go. In Deschutes County, a man is dead after he was hit by a car early Friday morning. It happened along Highway 97, about 10 miles northeast of Bend. The sheriff's office says 28-year-old Glenn Watkins was on the highway for an unknown reason when he was hit by a car. Watkins was pronounced dead at the scene. The cause of the crash is under investigation.
Everybody is somebody's child, somebody's mother, somebody's father, somebody's sister. And this doesn't just impact the folks that are on the streets.
People from several Portland organizations gathered to remember those who've lost their lives while experiencing homelessness this year. The event comes as Multnomah County releases sobering statistics that show deaths among the unhoused continue to rise. John Adams has more.
In Old Town, Portlanders came together on what will be the longest night of the year to light candles and remember lives lost on the city's streets in 2024.
It's really important to me. I lost 3 folks this year.
These are our neighbors. These are people that were fully rounded, amazing individuals that will be missed.
Multiple organizations, including Blanchet House, Rosehaven, and Central City Concern, took part in the event. Blankets, tents, and warm clothes were given out to those who need help surviving the long and cold winter nights.
I've seen too many people who have been basically immobilized by overexposure to cold. And so that's why we're here. This is life-saving stuff.
The event comes one day after Multnomah County released new data that shows at least 456 unhoused people died here in 2023. That's the highest total since the county started releasing that information in 2011. Tonight, the names of those lost this year were read aloud, and a blanket made out of fragments of tents was stitched together.
So we're going to be writing the names of our community members that we lost, and then this banner will be something that we can take with us and we can march with in the community, and it will live on. Groups here hope local elected officials will do more in the new year to help people living on the streets and those who are living on the brink of homelessness. We see lack of affordable housing, lack of affordable health care, lack of affordable child care. All of these issues compound into really difficult to live in our society.
They say it's time for people in the community to come together and solve the homeless crisis.
Let's stop complaining about the homeless issue and let's work together to find solutions.
And that was John Adams reporting. A teacher with Vancouver Public Schools has been arrested following a police investigation into claims of inappropriate behavior. In a message to Hudson's Bay High School parents, Shabrian Gatson was placed on administrative leave as the school cooperated with law enforcement. He was arrested Friday night on charges of sexual misconduct with a minor. The school did not provide further details on the claims, saying in part it did not want to jeopardize the ongoing investigation.